Good morning, everybody. How are you? Happy Monday. It's the Monday Minute Team Building Tip. I'm Gale Bates, CEO of MyMentorBiz.com. And every Monday I bring you this little tip about building your team. It's a team building tip mostly for leaders, but if you're wanting to start building a team, that's a great thing too. Okay, so we're starting a new series today, and it's pretty exciting. Last week we did a whole series on hostess coaching, and this series is all about how to get the most out of trade shows and vendor events and holiday fairs, because we're going into the season. It is the most social time of the year, okay? It's a very exciting time because we're out and about, and doing vendor events and holiday fairs and trade shows is a great way for you to expand your business, as well as helping your team expand their business. So, in fact, this week on our Leap coaching, my mastermind group, we actually brainstormed places that are coming up over the next few months, the next 3 months. We talked about trade shows. There's lots of trade shows out there. There's vendor events. There's holiday fairs. There's Chamber of Commerce have events. There's health and wellness fairs. There's women's groups. There's lots of holiday events out there. So take a moment with your team and brainstorm areas that you want to get into so that you can do a vendor event or a trade show or any kind of holiday affair that's going on there. Okay, so how do you find these events? Okay, that's the first thing. I am going to take you through these in a few minutes, but how do you find these events? I want you to be thinking about that, okay? So I have a few tips for you on that today. So first of all, go online, okay? Especially if you're wanting to open up a new area. Go online and look for vendor events, trade shows, holiday fairs, just online. Google it, okay? Do your research. Next, I want you to think about, I'm not sure if this is, okay, that's a little better. Maybe there's an arena or a venue in your city that has these events. So call them up, find out which ones are happening so that you can get on the list or apply to be part of it, okay? Do your research. That's what's really important, okay? There are Facebook vendor events as well. Look up Facebook groups for vendor events. It's really important, okay? So today I'm going to take you through, I'm going to take you through step number 1 today. We're going to go through these 7 tips, okay, over the next 7 weeks. So we're going to talk about how to set a goal. We're going to talk about what costs, how much it costs to do vendor events, okay, and how you can really minimize those. We're going to talk about the booth setup because that will totally make the difference for you to be successful. We're going to talk about booth materials, what you're going to need for a vendor event or trade show, and how to work the booth, okay? I'm an ace at doing that. I did many trade shows and vendor events when I was opening up my business, so I'm really going to be helping you with that. And then bringing team members along and how that works and making it a team effort. And the last one, of course, is the fortune on the follow-up of these vendor events. I could trace back to so many customers, hostesses, and recruits that I met at vendor events and trade shows in my business. So those are the 7 important tips, okay? So today we're going to talk about tip number 1 is setting a goal for your trade show and vendor event. So it is really important. What do you want? Why are you doing this? What do you want from this trade show? Do you want to sell $2,000 at this trade show? Is sales the thing that you want? Or maybe you want to book 10 parties, okay? Because booking 10 parties is what you need in your business right now. And finding those new hostesses. Maybe you want to add to your team members. Are you looking for more new recruits to add to your team, okay? So, or perhaps you just want to open up a new area. I have a friend of mine who went from one side of the country to the other because she was opening up new areas by just doing trade shows and vendor events. It's a great way to open up a new area, okay? So having a goal was going to help you focus on your booth. That's the most important thing. So when you know if you want sales or you want new hostesses or you want new recruits, or you want to just expand the area, this is really important. I want you to get very clear with the goal that you want to have in your business, okay? So basically be thinking about it. If it is sales, how are you going to attract your people with having inventory? If you're going to be selling a lot of your products, making sure you have the right inventory is really important. Perhaps if you wanting new hostesses, will you have like a hostess special that's going to reflect in your booth? Or maybe you want new recruits, okay? So how will you display your kit at your booth? So these are really important things for you to understand if you know your goal, and making sure you set a goal for you to have at that booth, okay? So begin with that. Let's think about that. Let's think about your goal. So I want your call to action today is to answer a question below. What would your goal, if you were doing a vendor event or trade show, I hope you are, in the next 4 weeks, what is your goal that you want to happen at your vendor event or trade show? So leave that below. And also what I want you to do today is download my free handout on how to get the most out of trade shows and vendor events and holiday fairs. So I hope you have a great Monday. Dee, thanks for being on today. If you have any questions, let me know. I really appreciate that. Otherwise, let's get ready for a great holiday season to expand your business, expand your hostesses, expand your customer base, and expand your team as well. So have a great Monday, and I'll talk to you next Monday.